Good morning, and thank you guys for joining me this fantastic Sunday morning. I hope everyone is having a great Sunday morning out there. Uh, just coming on to do a quick video here because um, there's a discussion going on a post that I made yesterday, and I think the discussion more so leads to one particular thing um, that I think is lacking in a lot of people that we view as quote unquote leaders in our world, in our communities, and what have you. And that one thing that is lacking is integrity. Um, you know, integrity once again is taking action based on values versus personal gain. That's basically what it boils down to. And there have been many occasions um, where I know personally I have had to forego certain things that may have been a personal gain because it didn't line up with my values. It didn't line up with the things that I said, the things that I thought. And so it could not be something that I do. Um, the unfortunate thing is that integrity is something that a lot of people just don't have. And I don't really like to talk directly about people, but sometimes we have some of our quote unquote stars and idols and the people that we admire. And the things that they endorse, from products to music, tells you a lot about integrity. And it's become so it's become so pervasive that the people that are negatively impacted by it the most actually celebrate this. They actually don't even see the lack of integrity. They don't see the fact that these people are using the very same fame, the very same um, social standing that you or we, the common people, have bestowed upon them, because that's how I look at it. I look at everybody that follows me as being directly responsible for me having this platform. So the very same people that have bestowed this platform on you, on us, on me, I owe them integrity. I cannot then, therefore, for my own personal gain, come and try to sell you something or promote something to you that is not for your own best interest, not in your own best interest, and then feel good about myself having integrity, having values. And so I believe it starts with us, though. Sometimes we also have to look at the things that we celebrate, the people that we celebrate, and we have to say, well, you know, is this person really batting for me? What is this person suggesting? What is this person saying? What is this person promoting that I do? You know? And it goes into a lot of things. We're talking about music, but music for sure is one of the main things that I see it in. You see so many artists celebrating breaking up relationships, celebrating uh, 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 violence, murder. But then when they make money from it, then they turn around and give a couple of dollars of it to the community and say, "Hey, I'm anti-gun, I'm anti-violence, I am anti this, I'm anti that." But are you really? Because you made millions and millions of dollars on those very things. You are popular for those very reasons. And there are millions and millions of people, thousands, hundreds of thousands of people in jail following your thing. There are hundreds of thousands of people who are divorced following your things. There are hundreds of thousands of people who behave in degenerative behavior following the things that you say. Yet you claim that you care. And the sad thing about it is our communities hold these people up as icons. They hold these people up as heroes. Why? Because they have money. Once again, integrity is choosing your actions based on values and not personal gain. Okay? And the more we start to pick people who choose their actions based on the values they state they have, the better off we'll be. And when you start to look at somebody promoting, sodas to our youth, you have to say, where exactly are your values? Because in 2019, everybody knows that drinking sodas is not where it is. These soda companies with the acids and the chemicals and all the things that they put into these things, right? These are not healthy. So I'm not saying they should not sell them. But my question is, why is it that you're the one who's promoting it? Because of a check? And then you're going to turn around and take a portion of that check and give it to the community as if you care? If you cared, you wouldn't have promoted it. And we cannot say that we don't know. Once again, it's 2019, especially for some of the people who do this. You guys are multi-millionaires at this point. Everybody has a smartphone. Everybody knows these things. This is common knowledge that sodas are not good for you. Period. It's common knowledge. Sodas are not good for you. Period. So if you are a leader of any sort, promoting that is like, and the list of products go on and on. The list of things go on and on. And that's why, to a large extent, for me, I'm very careful about what I endorse. I'm very careful about what I promote, because when you become a quote unquote influencer, and mind you, I don't think I'm that big of an influencer, so I'm not holding myself up in that high regard, but there's many people who are much, much, much more influential than I am. You have a social responsibility to the people that you quote unquote have influence over. So my question is, what is it that you're influencing people to do? Listen to the music. What are you influencing people to do? When you make songs about every song you make is about bad relationships and breaking up, or basically selling yourself for money. Like someone has to pay you to date you. Killing people. Using drugs. What is it that you're influencing people to do? What if you were poor and had no money? Would you want somebody influencing your child to do that? Would you want somebody influencing you to do that? So once again, I think the responsibility first starts with us, to start to ask ourselves, who are these people that we're allowing to influence us? Who are these people? And maybe when we start to make personal decisions not to be influenced by them, then we can be outraged. And when we can be outraged, then we can make moves to stop it. But it comes down to our own integrity. Okay? It comes down to our own integrity. Once again, integrity is choosing actions based on your values versus your personal gains. How many people are really willing to do that? Because I think that is what is sorely missing in our society. People will do things because they're allowed to. People will do things because the law says you can. It's not about morals. It's not about whether or not you believe it's right, whether or not it's your values, because people claim they have different values, right? But their actions don't match their values. I think it's time we start to let our actions match our values. The things that we say match the things that we do. Because once again, integrity is everything. And if you don't have integrity, and sometimes, taking the road of integrity won't get you to your quote unquote destination very fast. Sometimes it's a very hard and long, painful road to get to, certain places when you are using integrity. Because people are always willing to buy your integrity. And once they buy your integrity, they'll advance you much further. They'll advance you much faster. But when you get to this place that you think you're going, what is it that you'll have? Because if you have no integrity, you have nothing. And once you've been bought, you can always be, disposed of. Because your integrity now has been compromised. Integrity doesn't always mean that you're right, but at least you have a set of values that you stand by. Once again, if you stand for nothing, you will fall for anything. So let's take a hard look at ourselves, and let's take a hard look at the people around us that we, quote unquote, are influenced by, and start to ask questions. What is their integrity? Do they have any? What is it that they're suggesting, or what is it that they're influencing us to do? Because the things that we see, music or whatever, it's not just music. It goes deeper than that. All right? Happy Sunday, guys. Good morning. Good morning.